Hello friends, in this video I will be talking about companies' stakeholder groups. So as you can see in front of you, there is a flow chart stating each and every stakeholder group. So the first stakeholder is of course the shareholder. So shareholder का characteristics क्या है? They have voting rights. If you have one share, that counts to one vote. They have a right to residual income and they have an interest in profits. See, whenever the company is doing a business, company को profit हुआ. Out of this profit, first thing what you do is you will pay off your debt holders. Debt holders को interest pay कर देंगे. After interest, you will pay off taxes to the government. And now whatever is left, you can now distribute it to your shareholders. Now shareholders can be said to have an interest in profit because if the profit is high, shareholder can get extra dividend. If there is no profit, shareholder might not get dividend. And similarly, residual income. What is residual income? So nothing but after all your profits are distributed to debt holders, फिर थोड़ा tax भरा government को, now whatever is left, that is the actual value which will go to the shareholder. Also, if the company is bankrupt, so पहले liabilities repay होगा. You will repay all your current liabilities. You will repay all your long-term liabilities, all your borrowings, or your debt holders, dues, etc., etc. And then whatever money is left, again that will go to the shareholder. So that is known as residual value. So three characteristics: voting rights, residual value, and interest in profits. Next, creditors. Now, creditors in FRA meant that those are your suppliers from whom you actually purchase on credit. But here, creditors का मतलब थोड़ा vast है. We are considering banks and bond holders in the category of creditors. Basically, from whom you have actually borrowed money. So, banks and bond holders without voting rights. Banks and bondholders won't get any voting right, only the shareholders get voting rights. Acha, bank and bondholders will actually lend you some money. So you have to pay interest to them on every, say, 6 months or every year on an interval, and the fixed percentage of interest will be actually given to the bond and debt holders. Now, here they don't have any interest in profit. If there is profit, you still have to pay interest. If there is no profit, you still have to pay interest. तो वो loss हो जाएगा. So they don't have any right like a shareholder. Next, managers and employees. So they're motivated to increase the firm's value by receiving salary, bonus based on firm's performance, commission, etc. Managers and employees का एक ही काम होता है. They have to constantly put in some efforts. They have to invest their time, their efforts, everything just for one goal. What is that goal? To increase the firm's value. And in return, what do they get? So salary, bonus, commission, etc., etc. What is the difference between managers and employees? Simple. Managers are at a higher position, employees are at a lower position. So managers would actually be making some decisions and employees would be just implementing those decisions. Next, board of directors. Board of directors meaning there are so many directors and a group of those directors or a collection of those directors becomes the board. They are elected by shareholders to protect shareholders' interest, provide strategic direction, and monitor the company and management performance. What do directors do? They have to protect shareholders' interest. They have to manage the whole company. They have to actually monitor company as well as management performance. And of course, make strategies, etc., etc., so that the firm's value can be increased. Now, understand board of directors and management or board of directors and managers are quite different. Board of directors may or may not be related to your employees. For example, if there is an executive director, which means कि वो कंपनी का एम्प्लॉई है. But if there is any non-executive director, we can say external director hai, who is not an employee of the company. So I can say board of directors mein it is not necessary that those are your employees only, but management or managers are definitely your employees. So there is a slight difference between the two, and management will be subordinate to the board of directors, meaning board of directors will actually monitor the management's record, performance, track record, etc., etc. Then there are suppliers and customers. Of course, you know the meaning. Suppliers will provide goods and services to the company, sometimes on credit too. So this is an advantage for the company. Customers avail goods and services from the company. So you have to take care of this group also. You cannot just exploit your supplier or customer. Next is government or regulators. Government is, of course, you know about this, but what does government do? It collects tax, and regulators will ensure compliance with laws to protect public interest. So basically, you have to take care of all these stakeholders one by one, and you cannot miss out on any, because these are the building blocks to the actual goal, which is the maximization of firm's value. There are two types of board structures. जो board of directors हमने पढ़ा, it is a collection of directors. Now there are two structures, one tier and two tier. One tier में लिखा है single board of directors consisting of executive, मतलब के internal directors, which are employees, and also non-executive or external directors, which are not employees of the company. Example in US, UK, and India. Now, what does this mean? So there is just one BOD, and this one board of directors will have executive directors as well as non-executive directors. Executive directors matlab internal employees of my company will become directors, and non-executive is nothing related to my company. Those are external employees. Those are not employed in my company. Whereas two-tier board, so there are two separate board of directors. One is the supervisory board composed of non-executive directors, मतलब के external बाहर वाले directors, and management or executive board, which is composed of executive directors or internal or our employees. The supervisory board oversees the management board. Example in Germany, Netherlands, Finland, and China, they use two separate board of directors using the two-tier structure. So here there will be two board of directors. One is the supervisory board and the other is management board. सुपरवाइजरी बोर्ड में बाहर वाले होंगे, मैनेजमेंट बोर्ड में अंदर वाले होंगे, एंड ऑफ कोर्स सुपरवाइजरी विल एक्चुअली एक्सरसाइज सम सुपरविजन ओवर द मैनेजमेंट बोर्ड. नाउ व्हिच वन इज बेनिफिशियल? If you check only from corporate governance point of view, which is strict controls, strict policies, etc., then of course two-tier board would be better, because the management board cannot really take advantage of any asymmetry in the organization. So for that, there is a supervisory board which will actually monitor the activities. However, if you don't want to take trouble, if you are a company who just wants to grow, you might just go for one tier. Developing में ज़्यादा ये होता है, so ज़्यादा मगजमारी नहीं होता है. You just keep one BOD, and executive as well as non-executive both will be included in that one tier. But of course, from straight corporate governance point of view, two tier would be recommended. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned to eKida.